Super Mario Sunshine a seemingly normal children's game? Or is it? Actually, I think that this game may be hiding a few secrets that are actually very relevant to today's 2020 coronavirus crisis. Let's observe the facts, shall we? This game came out in 2002, 1 year after the September 11 terrorist attacks. Additionally, the game's creator, Shigeru Miyamoto, has known ties to the occult. Here, he is photographed making demonic signs with his hands. A coincidence? I do not think so. These facts are but a backdrop to the creation of the game, however. The game itself is full of references to the 2020 coronavirus crisis, even starting with the box art. Featured prominently in the box art and the game is the Shine, an item that Mario is encouraged into obtaining by the game. Here you can see how the game encourages Mario to get as many shines as he possibly can. However, the more astute among you may have noticed that the Shine has a big resemblance to the coronavirus virus. And in fact, the coronavirus is so named because of its resemblance to the sun, which is a star, just like in the game. Coming back to the box art, there is one more curious detail that I will investigate. If you look at the O in Super Mario, it has a very strange shape. It does not look like a normal O at all. After some laboratory analysis, I have come to the conclusion that this symbol can only be one of two things. It can either be a star, just like the Shine, or it can be something much more nefarious, a hand with a strange symbol in the middle. In fact, if you look at it closely, it looks like a backward 6, or in other words, the mark of the beast, 666, calling back to Miyamoto's occultic obsessions. Strangely enough, hands have been a contentious topic in the news of today. You can't go anywhere without people telling you to wash your hands. Perhaps this symbol, in a roundabout way, is a way Miyamoto is trying to tell the player that he washes his hands of any wrongdoing done by the game, just as Pontius Pilatus washed his hands of Jesus' murder. Now that we have judged the game's cover, we will go over the most damning evidence which can only be found inside of the game itself. In the game, Mario travels all over Island Delfino. Delfino being the Italian word for virus. During his adventure, Mario must clean up all the pollution and get as many shines as he possibly can. Mario does this at the behest of plant men called piñatas. The more astute among you must have noticed something by now. The piñata people in Super Mario Sunshine strongly resemble a plant used in witchcraft, the mandragora. Perhaps in this way it can be said that the game is poisoning the minds of its players, making them susceptible to witchcraft. Now, many of you watching this will still deny that Super Mario Sunshine has anything to do with the 2020 coronavirus crisis, despite the overt occultic references and liberal propaganda such as looking to clean the environment. Well, there is one last thing that I know even you skeptics will not be able to deny. After traveling the entirety of Island Delfino, and after surpassing so many trials and tribulations, Mario must make it to the highest point in the island. A mountain, in fact. But Mario could never guess what is waiting for him at the top of this mountain. Once he enters, all is revealed. The name of this mountain is Corona Mountain. But it does not look like any ordinary mountain. In fact, it looks like the Christian idea of what hell looks like, with fire, brimstone, and metallic spikes coming from the bottom. In other words, it could be said that the entirety of Mario's journey was centered around reaching Corona Mountain. If we extrapolate this to the reality in which we are currently living in, it could be said that the entirety of humanity's journey led up to the 2020 coronavirus crisis. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That's all the time I have for now.